Cut the cake, cut the cake, Chico.
Hold it. It's okay. Auntie, akka nu bhayapedi.
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Atta, happy birthday to
you.
Thank you Aradhya. నువ్వు తప్ప ఎవరు పాడలేదు చూడు. ఎక్కడ? ఆగు ఫస్ట్ చేరండి.
లేదు ఫస్ట్ ఆరాధ్య.
Thank you Aradhya. God, thank you so much. God bless you. నేను పెడతా నీకు ఫస్ట్.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It was a small birthday celebration for Manogna, my wife. It's her birthday today. Personally, I'm not a big fan of having these days to celebrate occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day. It's just that I want them to be surprised in a day sometime through the year and maybe more than once in a year. It's just that when you have these days, people are stuck up or sometimes forced through calendars, just memorizing certain day that they need to celebrate or have fun on a particular day. I know some people like receiving that. Even I used to like when I was a kid, but it's just that I thought, let's say in a year, randomly you take them out, make them feel special throughout the day. You surprise them, you give them gifts sometime randomly when they don't expect it at all. Have no particular day because this is just a calendar date change, but nothing in terms of how we treat them, how we respect, how we love them. So I just think these days or having these particular days are pointless. Like when I received this watch from my wife randomly, I was so happy. If we can do it like 2-3 times instead of just one day. I know it's expensive, you don't need to always gift something to people, you can just give them nice wishes. Vlogging in summer outdoors, it looks like it'll rain but it's not, so there's hardly an event. Anyway, what I was trying to say is have more than one day in a year for your parents, wives, kids, brothers, families, and make them feel good, make them feel special. That's how I want to take things forward. So let's see. Just look at the amount of dust this picks up. Effect of being outdoors. The replacement cover I ordered from Bike and Biker hasn't arrived. That one I purchased long ago. I actually got it for the Apache and then tried to use it for the Aether but didn't work out. Oh, maybe need to maintain this. It looks dirty, but ADVs need to look dirty, na? Maybe I can clean the rust of this pipe. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to a new vlog. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when you're watching this. Installed the screen protector in the morning, basic one from Amazon. I just got an 8-inch or a 9-inch screen guard, cut the edges off and installed it. Hardly costed me 200. Didn't do a great job. I mean, not the installation part. It's just that the edges were not cut perfectly. Frankly speaking, I didn't care too much about those edges and all. I just wanted something to cover the screen. I didn't want it to scratch it up. That reminds me, for the Scrambler 1100, I was thinking of getting a PPF on the tank, the main part that can get scratched up. So I'm thinking of like a matte PPF because that's a matte paint. Hopefully everyone watching this and everyone at home is safe. Please follow COVID protocols and make sure you and your family are protected. Anyway, talking about today's vlog, want to give few things that are important in increasing the mileage or fuel efficiency. No fuel, na? Efficiency of electric vehicles. Here we have the Nexon, that's an EV, and we have the Aether, that's also an electric vehicle. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to check the previous videos where I had done my first head impressions on this one, and also the Nexon EV. This has almost done 10,000. There's another 300 kilometers left for this. I'm just waiting to get that done so that I can go ahead and do an ownership review. There are some of the things common between ICE vehicles and electric vehicles. Just be light on the pedal, don't brake suddenly. So plan your route well ahead of time. Check Google Maps to get the route which is having less traffic, or whenever you're maneuvering in traffic too, make sure you don't have those steep accelerations or decelerations. Make it as smooth as possible. That is in terms of your driving style, but you need to do some basic checks for your vehicle. Make sure it's clean, polished. You know, in Formula 1 they polish the vehicles almost every few hours. They shave 1/10 of a second. We don't need so much of it, but just make sure your car is clean. One big element is make sure your tire pressures are up to the recommended standards. So in the case of Elantra, it's 33 for all the wheels. Same case for Nexon also. So let's actually check what's the tire pressure on these. Because with EVs, except for once, I haven't visited a petrol station, and even that one visit was to make sure the tire pressure is correct. But I got something off Amazon, so I've linked all those accessories in the description besides the stuff that I use. So go check it out. In the meantime, let me check the tire pressure and fill it up to 33, which is the recommended setting for most of the cars actually. So this is powered by the car charger, and here in Nexon EV you have a car charger at the front and also behind the rear seat. You see, this is the 12-volt charger. So for the front wheel, this is the socket car charger, and keep the ignition on. They are around 31.5, need to be around 33. This machine is pretty fast. It is almost in 30 seconds it went from 31.5 to 33. I think if you have a flat tire, this can be really helpful on the road, especially if you have an electric vehicle. It might take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes to get it done. Anyway, I'll finish the other wheels and also check the Ather's tire pressure because I never did that. Now that we have the machine here, I'll just get the scooter here and get it done. But after this, I need a shower, man. I'm already sweating. I've been just out for like 15-20 minutes making this video, and look how much I'm sweating. It's like a true workout, but it's not a workout. You're only losing water. You're not burning fat or anything. Besides the common things between ICE, internal combustion engine, and electric vehicles, we need to check the tire pressure. Constantly checking tire pressure is a very important thing to make sure your fuel efficiency or your range of electric vehicle is higher. Ather's tire pressure was very low. It was around 18 when recommended for the front tire was 30. So that explains why I was getting around 50 to 60 kilometers when typically I used to get a range of 60 to 70 kilometers. So just to reiterate, you need to be very careful on the accelerator and the brake pedal. So plan your ride or drive, and also make sure the tire pressure is checked. Small details like making sure your car is clean helps in. Turning down the AC helps a bit. Make sure it's around 24. Depending on some cars, like Volkswagen is not great in terms of air conditioning and how fast it cools down. Tatas are good, even Kia is good. So if you keep it at 24, you might feel still comfortable. Summer, I know you need to decrease it to 22, 23, but that also affects the mileage. Besides these points, one thing I noticed with EVs, both Ather and Tata, I'm not sure if it's a universal thing, but most of these EVs have drive modes. For Nexon, you have the Eco and the Sports mode and the default drive mode. For Ather, you have Eco, Ride, Sport, and Walk mode. What I observed with these modes is the modes restrict the top speed or the power that you get to the wheels. So in case of Ather, in the Eco mode, I can go max up to 50 kilometers per hour, whereas in Ride it will be 60 and 75 and then 90. Typically I travel anywhere around 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, but if I do it constantly in Eco mode, the speed is restricted to 50, right? So I'm utilizing the full potential of the battery in that mode, so the efficiency is much lesser. As you can see here, in Sports mode, the range is interestingly much higher than what I got in the Road or Eco mode. This is happening because I'm utilizing less of that power, less of that available power. This is not so profound in the Tata Nexon EV, but it is still similar because in Sports mode, the region is much higher. Because the region is much higher, the range can improve in city. In highway, it wouldn't matter much, but in the city where you stop and go a lot, I noticed that in Sport or regular Eco mode, the range was pretty similar, which is surprising because in Sports mode, you have a lot more power. So you need to be conscious of how you accelerate and decelerate. So this is a learning experience you would only get while you own and drive an EV. But in case you're planning for one in the future, maybe this video will help you understand how to extract the maximum range from your EVs. Oh, final thing, when I talk about acceleration and deceleration, there is a mode called single pedal mode. You can Google it. I've shown in previous videos. where you control the car's movement only with one pedal, that's the accelerator. So you accelerate, and when you remove your foot off the pedal, the car slows down to literally zero. Check out my Nexon EV videos from the past and you can see in some of those. Instead of the traditional practice where you accelerate and whenever you see an object or a vehicle or a person in front of you, you press the brake, that is the least efficient way, because whenever you're braking, you're utilizing a lot of energy. You want to minimize your drag in the air and also utilize less energy as much as, and also lose less energy while braking. All these forces help you in getting the maximum range. In the Nexon, the highest I ever got was around 244. But keep in mind, my Nexon is slightly not the norm because I changed the tires. They are much more grippier tires from Michelin Primacy 4. If you have the MRF low resistance tires, the mileage can be much higher. So those are the few things that you can do to increase the range of your electric vehicles, and I hope you enjoy this video. In case you're watching this in the night time, have a good night and take care, and see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe and share button. Okay, bye.